The fat, roles and impacts on human health. What is the fat? How many types of fats are there? Fats are one of the three main macronutrient groups in the human diet, along with carbohydrates and proteins, and the main components of common food products like milk, butter, tallow, lard, salt pork, and cooking oils. Biological importance. In humans and many animals, fats serve both as energy sources and as stores of energy in excess of what the body needs immediately. Fats play a vital role in maintaining healthy skin and hair, insulating body organs against shock, maintaining body temperature, and promoting healthy cell function. Saturated versus unsaturated fats. Different foods contain different amounts of fat with different ratios of saturated and unsaturated fatty acids. Many careful studies have found that replacing saturated fats with cis-unsaturated fats in the diet reduces the risk of cardiovascular diseases, CVDs, diabetes, or death. Monounsaturated versus polyunsaturated fat. The most common fatty acids in the human diet are unsaturated or monounsaturated. Cis fat versus trans fat. In nature, unsaturated fatty acids generally have double bonds. LDL. LDL, often termed bad cholesterol, lowering levels of high-density lipoprotein. HDL. HDL, often termed good cholesterol. The risks of diseases caused by the fat. Cardiovascular disease. The consumption of saturated fat is generally considered a risk factor for dyslipidemia, abnormal blood lipid levels. Consuming trans fats has been shown to increase the risk of coronary artery disease in part by raising levels of low-density lipoprotein. The primary health risk identified for trans fat consumption is an elevated risk of coronary artery disease. Alzheimer's disease. The intake of both trans fats and saturated fats promotes the development of Alzheimer's disease. Trans fats impaired memory and learning in middle-aged rats. Diabetes. The risk of type 2 diabetes increases with trans fat consumption. Obesity. Trans fat may increase weight gain and abdominal fat, despite a similar caloric intake. Infertility in women. Each 2% increase in the intake of energy from trans-unsaturated fats, as opposed to that from carbohydrates, was associated with a 73% greater risk of ovulatory infertility. Major depressive disorder. People ate the most trans fats had a 48% higher risk of depression than those who did not eat trans fats. Diminished memory. Greater dietary trans fatty acid consumption is linked to worse word memory in adults during years of high productivity, adults age less than 45. Acne. Trans fats are one of several components of Western pattern diets which promote acne, along with carbohydrates with high glycemic load such as refined sugars or refined starches, milk and dairy products, and saturated fats, while omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce acne, are deficient in Western pattern diets.